Rebecca came in the room this morning and I was doing my usual morning routine. I go through my bank account, I go to my stock account. Since I'm 3 hours behind, I wake up and see how things are trading, try to catch up on that. I usually check my credit score. Then I jump on the scale. And I was trying to explain to her, these are all numbers to me. These are all my metrics, my personal metrics. And I love the numbers because the numbers, they don't lie. And they help me personally take action as needed and motivate me for the day. I love to see, my bank account expanding, and just as much as, well, not as much. I like it a lot more, but I do like to see my scale holding steady. And sometimes, the scale can tilt the other way, as they say. But by keeping an eye on it regularly, it does help me stay on track personally with what my goals are. Measuring, taking metrics, analyzing information, data, numbers, these are all part of my daily routine, and it's a part of my habit or my habits. I exercise every day, almost every day. Sometimes twice a day. I love it. It makes me feel good. I've built my life around fitness, so to speak. A lot of my business I can do from my phone. Often, especially during these COVID times, I am home and there's nothing to keep me from picking up the weights, doing some push-ups in between calls. I put my phone on the cross trainer or the elliptical machine and I work out and I look at the numbers. I take my calls often while I'm exercising. As calls come in, I catch my breath, I keep moving. It's all habit and it's easy for me. These are the things that I love to do and they make me happy. A long time ago, I realized I wasn't happy. And when I really took inventory of what was going on in my life, I was doing things that I love to do, but I wasn't doing everything that I love to do. And I needed to make some changes. And when I started focusing on those changes and putting energy into those changes, good things started to happen. Successful things started to happen. My life started to change. They always say, do what you love. Try to figure out a way to make money at it. You'll never work a day in your life. There's truth in that. I agree with that. But to get to that point in your life, you have to form your habits, your disciplines, your systems, and doing things habitually, compulsively. When I was a kid, I was drafted by the Chicago White Sox, and one of the things that I learned early on, I was getting drafted out of high school. A lot of these guys, if not most of them, they were obsessed with the game. It was baseball, morning, day, night, sleeping with their gloves, talking baseball. And even though I was a great baseball player, my heart wasn't into it. Not the ways that theirs was. And I quickly realized that without that level of obsession and compulsion, there was no way I was going to last or be happy. I wake up in the morning and I take inventory of my business. I take inventory of my health, because this is the metric that I use to regulate where I'm at, to put effort and drive. You know, when positive things are happening on all those fronts, I'm usually a lot easier to motivate. I run faster. I do more push-ups. When my bank account grows, you know, it just seems like I get more business and I do more deals. I get smarter, I get stronger, I get more confident, I get happier. But it starts with that morning compulsion. First things that I do. I'll share one more thing with you before I let this go. Personal thing. I love a cup of coffee in the morning. Love my cup of coffee. Love it. Something about the way that it just sits on my lips and warms my mouth and gets me through the morning. Focus your energies on what's important to you. Results. Measure the results. Take inventory on yourself. And if you're not where you think you want to be, measure where you are and start learning to scale, putting time and effort and energy into the things that are going to get you to where you want to be. And every day measure a little bit. Measure the growth, even if it's a little bit of growth. Who loves you, baby? Your boy AMJ.